gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Today we're battling for who is the best player of all time, pound for pound, no matter the sport. Sports cards are going to do a great job of deciding who is the best athlete of all time. And on the left-hand side, you could see some of these players that were competing or on the list. And give me the next minute to go over the parameters, how we're deciding, how we're making this list, and then we'll get into the top 10 athletes of all time. There's so much insight in this video when it comes to who you want to collect for the future, who is standing the test of time, and who is the best of the best. This is definitely one of my favorite videos I've ever made. The first rule we have here is any current player on this list, well, they just don't count. And you can see on the right here, you have Zion Williamson with the ilk and the names of Shaq, Bobby Orr, and Jerry Rice. And, well, he just doesn't belong. There's a good chance in 10 years, 15, 20 years, man, maybe as little as 5 years, he's nowhere near that on the list. So any player that's currently playing, well, it's just on hype. It's just on modern. It's just on people collecting now. Here's another example. We have Ty Cobb and Walter Payton, and sandwiched in the middle is Justin Herbert. I'm actually a Justin Herbert guy, but there's no way he belongs between Ty Cobb and Walter Payton. On the other side, it's Walter Payton and Joe Montana. And in the middle of that, we have Tatum. Again, Jason Tatum, a great player. Probably not in the same breath as Joe Montana and Walter Payton. This list does a surprisingly great job of breaking down and making a top 10, top 100 players of all time. And how is it done? Well, it's through market cap. Let's take 30 seconds to go over what market cap is and then dive into the list. So let's just break it down as simple as possible. Let's just say there's just one Honus Wagner card in the entire world, and it just sold for $10 million. Well, that makes the market cap $10 million. If there was two and they each sold for $10 million, well, now you have a $20 million market cap. Now let's just pretend or compare, in this example, 100 Michael Jordan rookie cards. That's all. And they each sell for $1 million. Currently on the market, selling for $1 million each. Well, now you have $100 million in market cap. Out of all 100 cards, each out of $1 million, if they all sold today, obviously that'd mess with the price. That's here nor there. That's how this list is determined, through market cap. And it does such an excellent job. It's not an exact science, but it's a really fun list. And it's very insightful of what players you might want to buy or invest in the future. And now, because these players have stood the test of time. We're going to do a deep dive on the top 10, but to add credibility to the list, I just want to look over the top 20 here, and it does lean a little heavy baseball. You have players like Koufax, Ted Williams, Nolan Ryan, and Satchel Paige cracking the top 20, and I mean, you can't really argue those names. They all are all-time greats. Maybe you don't expect to see Satchel Paige on that list, but he is. 15 and 14, still baseball. Griffey and Lou Gehrig, say what you will, sports cards do lean baseball. Magic Johnson coming in at number 13 with just over $50 million in market cap, at least according to the cards in this database. We have Mike Trout and Mahomes not counted, but they're in the top 15 there, but we're not counting them because they're just playing right now. Clemente comes in at number 12, and I am counting Steph Curry. He's had a Hall of Fame career, and he very well be in the top 20 and still could be right in that place 20 years from now. Let's get into it. Number 10. Many consider the greatest hockey player of all time, and representing the great sport is Wayne Gretzky. And on the left, you can see where the market cap falls. Steph Curry with $76 million in market cap, the player above $92 million, and Wayne Gretzky right in the middle there at $85 million in market cap. His most expensive card is this O-Pee-Chee and a PSA 10. There are just two of them in that grade, and it last sold for $3.75 million back in 2021. Wayne Gretzky played 20 seasons for 4 different teams. He had 894 goals and just under 2,000 assists, a plus-minus of 522 in the positive. He won 9 Hart trophies, 5 Lady Byng trophies, 2 Conn Smythes, and the big one, 4 Stanley Cups. He was inducted to the NHL Hall of Fame in 1999. Number 9. To many baseball fans, Hank Aaron is the true home run king. He comes ninth on this list, and, well, you can't really argue with the first two athletes, Wayne Gretzky, maybe the best hockey player of all time, and now Hank Aaron cracks the top 10, number 9, with $92 million in market cap. And well, his most expensive card is here. It's his rookie card, 1954 Topps. In a PSA 10, there are only 2 of them, and one has not sold since 2012, over a decade. And even then, it sold for $357,000. And if sold today, Card Ladder has this card valued at close to $5 million. Hank Aaron played 23 seasons for the Braves and Brewers. He ended up with a batting average of .305 over 23 seasons. Very impressive. If that's not impressive enough, 3,771 hits, 755 home runs, and 2,297 RBI. The man was a killer. 2,174 runs, 3 Gold Gloves, just 1 MVP award, and 1 World Series. He comes in at number 9 on this list. Number 8. Coming in at number 8 is number 42, Jackie Robinson. And the more and more players I see on this list, whether this is the greatest players of all time, it sure is a list of really the most popular players over the last 100+ years here in America. That's what this list is boiling out to, the more and more players I see, and Jackie Robinson coming in at number 8. Robinson's market cap takes a big jump up to $134 million from Hank Aaron's $92 million. The most expensive Jackie Robinson card, again, is his rookie card, 1948 Leaf. In a PSA 9, there are 7 of them, and it last sold for $336,000, but that was almost 5.5 years ago. Card Ladder has this thing selling at close to $2 million if sold today. Jackie Robinson played 10 seasons for the Dodgers and ended up with a .311 batting average, over 1,500 hits, 137 home runs, and 947 runs scored. He won 1 MVP and the Rookie of the Year award, and he brought a World Series to the Dodgers. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962, and he will live on as an historical figure. Number 7. All right, so let's start number 7 off by saying, yes, I am a complete Kobe homer. I mean, that was my high school years. They were winning championships, and I was a diehard Laker fan. Grandfather had tickets in the 80s. Not by the time I was around, but born into a Laker family. But does Kobe belong on this top 10 athletes of all time? He might not even be top 10 NBA player of all time. On my list he is, but others might have him towards the back half of that top 10 or not even in it at all. The knowledge I've gathered from the last few, or everyone on this list really so far, is it's a semi-popularity contest. Who are the fans in love with? Who stole our hearts? And the people on this list surely did that. Some other quick thoughts about Kobe. You can see on the left-hand side the number of cards in the database, and Kobe just has, more than the rest of those guys on the list. So, that leads to having a higher market cap. But he doesn't necessarily have more than everyone not in the local area there. Kobe's current market cap is sitting at $145 million, and that's a big market cap, a lot of money in Kobe cards. His most expensive card ever sold is the 1997 Metal Universe. This is Precious Metal Gems Green, so there's only 10 of them, and this was a BGS 8.5, and it sold for $2 million, although Card Ladder has a significantly less price on it if sold today. Don't get it twisted. Kobe is definitely in my top 5 NBA players of all time, and I still think I take him over LeBron any season, any playoff, any day. It's not the point here, though. Kobe's accomplishments hold up with anybody else's. Kobe played 20 seasons, all for the Lakers. He averaged 25 points, 5 rebounds, and about 5 assists a game. He went to 18 All-Star games. He was a 2-time Finals MVP and a 5-time NBA champion. He was inducted to the NBA Hall of Fame, or Basketball Hall of Fame, in 2020. Number 6. Coming in number 6 is number 12, Tom Brady. And again, is he the 6th best athlete of all time? Maybe, maybe not. But is he the 6th most popular player ever in America over the last 100 years? Maybe. Definitely one of the most marketed. Then you can start looking at taking that slant on this list. So these are just the best marketed players of all time. And really, the names on this list are showing that. Brady's market cap's at $150 million. The other take I have is Kobe and Tom Brady are both relatively new. Brady just won a Super Bowl a couple years ago and retired. Kobe died 3 years ago, coming off an amazing career. So where do these things truly end up in 10 years from now? I don't know. I'd assume somewhere in the top 20. But you could see these guys creep back a little, but maybe not. I mean, their fan base is enormous. The most expensive Tom Brady card there is the 2000 playoff contender autograph. There's just 100 of these. It's not, I don't believe it's serial numbered, but there's only a print run of 100. It last sold in November of 2023 for just under $900,000. There's only 7 in this grade of a BGS 9 Auto 10. Again, both something Kobe and Brady have in common is their accomplishments and accolades, and you could even argue Brady even more than Kobe. Brady played 23 seasons for the Patriots and Bucks. He threw for nearly 90,000 yards and exactly 649 touchdowns. He won to 15 Pro Bowls. He's a 3-time MVP, 5-time Super Bowl MVP. Is that right? 5-time Super Bowl MVP and 7, count them, 7 Super Bowl rings. Number 5, Willie Mays, the legend, coming in with a market cap of $155 million invested into these Willie Mays cards. That's a lot of money. Think about it. It's more money invested in Willie Mays than Tom Brady and Kobe. And the question I have for you is, what do you see that in 10 years? Do Brady and Kobe have a higher market cap than Willie Mays? Some of these boomers getting older, selling their collections? Or does Willie Mays continue to hold a higher value than Kobe and Brady the further they get moved from our minds and the recency? Willie Mays' most expensive card is, again, his rookie card, 1952 Topps. In a PSA 9, there are 9 of them, and it hasn't sold since 2017 when it sold for $240,000. And Card Ladder has this thing selling for just under $1 million if sold today. Willie Mays played 22 seasons. That's another common trend on this list. Nice, long careers. He played for the Giants and Mets. Ended up with a .302 batting average, over 3,000 hits, 660 home runs, and over 2,000 runs scored. He was 11-time Gold Glove and 2-time MVP. Won a Rookie of the Year and 1 World Series, and he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1979. Number 4. Coming in at number 4, according to this list in market cap, is Babe Ruth, the Great Bambino. $161 million market cap, similar to Willie Mays and Tom Brady. I mean, they're all right in the same ballpark. And if anyone were to make their own list from scratch, it wouldn't be crazy to think Brady, Mays, and Ruth all make the top 10, and that Ruth finds himself in the top 5. The most expensive Babe Ruth card ever sold is his 1933 Gaudi. This is not a rookie card. In a PSA 9, there's just one of them, and it sold in 2021 for over $4 million. And Card Ladder actually has this thing appreciating if sold today. Babe Ruth played a total of 22 seasons for the Yankees, Red Sox, and Braves. He ended up with a .342 batting average, 2,873 hits, over 700 home runs, and over 2,000 RBI. He won 7 World Series, and he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936. Number 3. Number 3 is LeBron James, and that's, I guess, everything wrong with this list. However, some people have LeBron as the best NBA basketball player of all time, and so finding him number 3 on this list is not shocking. Now, I said we're not counting current players, but again, his career is all but over at this point, but it's also interesting to think, where will LeBron's cards be in 10, 15 years? Again, some recency bias. He's going to retire soon. He'll make the Hall of Fame. That'll carry his cards. Will they be up there just like Mickey Mantle's cards or Willie Mays' cards are 70 years from the time they started playing? LeBron James' market cap is extremely high at $238 million, but you can also see he has over 1,000 cards. That's helping boost up the market cap. The most expensive LeBron James all time is the 2003 Exquisite Collection. It's his rookie patch auto. There's just 23 of these, and there's 4 in this high grade that sold for $5 million back in 2021. However, it's depreciated quite a bit. Card Ladder has this thing valued at just about $1.5 million if sold today. So where will LeBron find his cards 10 years, 20 years from now on this list? I don't think it's a far stretch to think LeBron James would make this top 10 list. So good job again from market cap producing what it has. Where will LeBron James be 10 years from now? I don't think it's crazy to think he's still in the top 10, just maybe not as high as number 3. LeBron James has played 21 seasons and he's still currently playing. Played for the Cavs, Lakers, and Heat. He's averaged 27 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, and over 7 assists. Incredible. 19-time All-Star, 4-time MVP, and 4-time Finals MVP with 4 NBA championships. Number 2. The top 2 on this list could have been either or, and it happens to be Mickey Mantle with a market cap of over $690 million is the market cap. What a jump from everyone else to these top 2 players. How much is invested in Mickey Mantle is incredible. The 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle rookie card in a PSA 9, well, that's the most expensive Mickey Mantle card sold, and it's the most expensive baseball card I believe ever sold, at least it's in a SGC slab, and it's sold for over $10 million. And they'd have this thing selling for $10 million as well if sold today. Mickey Mantle played 18 seasons, all for the New York Yankees. He had a batting average of .298 with 2,415 hits and 536 home runs. He won 1 Gold Glove, but three MVP awards and 7 World Series. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1974. Number 1. If you didn't guess it by now, yes, it is Michael Jordan, a market cap of $717 million, just edging out Mickey Mantle. But look at the card difference, over 1,700 Jordan cards in this database to Mickey Mantle's just 544. Either way, Michael Jordan takes the cake as number 1 on the list. His most expensive card ever sold is this 1997 Metal Universe Precious Gems. The green is just 10 of them, and well, it sold for just under $1 million. And there's only 2 of them. Michael Jordan's rookie card currently in a PSA 10 is selling for just around $200,000, and there are 322 copies in a PSA 10, making the market cap $63 million just for the Jordan rookie card in a PSA 10 alone. Michael Jordan played 15 seasons with the Bulls and Wizards, ended up with a 30.1 points per game when it was all said and done, with 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Over 2 steals a game at that. 14-time All-Star and 6 NBA championships. Never lost an NBA Finals. He won 5 MVP awards and 6 Finals MVP awards. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009. Now, while this list isn't perfect, it's not hard to imagine that these 4 players who make up the top 4 are in anybody's top 10 list. Don't forget, it was rounded out very well. Players like Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, and Hank Aaron fell on the list as well. This video took quite a bit of work, but I really enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it and want to see more videos like this, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video.
Me? I got brains.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.